on things I found so far in 2026. Okay, and excuse the shirt. I had a little queso and chips for dinner, and I spilt a little bit. All right. So with that, I'll be starting here shortly. We'll just wait for some folks to join. And I'll be recapping some of the things I found so far in 2026, metal detecting with the Nocta Macro Simplex Plus, right up there. Okay. All right. The main thing really to call out is the coins have been pretty much hit or miss. Not been getting as much coins as I've had found in the past. But that is, the nature of things, given that a lot of the folks are paying using credit cards and debit cards and whatnot versus, electronic payment instead of coins. But I'm still getting a few, so I'll recap some of that. I did cash in some of the stuff I had, so I don't have all of them, but I do have some right here, okay? A bunch of pennies in this mix, and I do have a couple of wheat pennies, I think, too. Yeah, so let me wait until some folks join, and then we'll start recapping some of the finds I've gotten to date, okay? And while that's happening, I'm just going to go and set aside a few things just to make it a little bit easier to go over some of the finds, okay? And some of this stuff is a little tangled, so bear with me. I think I'll just kind of undo it a little bit. All right. And what I can do is, if I can recall by memory some of the stuff I found and what the target ID was, and kind of driving why I've started to start looking for things in those lower numbers, okay? So I'll call that out here shortly. And let me just kind of get some of this stuff configured. I think this one's really all over the place right now. Oh, shoot, I just dropped it right here. Let me grab it. Okay. So, yeah, there's a little rain delay this round, but I just want to go over some of the finds I've had. Let me grab the machine that I've been using and talk about it, and then go over some of the finds that I've found so far in 2026. Okay. All right. This is the machine I'm using, the Nocta Macro Simplex Plus, right here. It's got the SP24 coil. Okay, right there. That's the SP24 coil. It's the smaller size one. Okay. In the case of the Simplex Plus, the stock coil that it came with, got it back here. Let me show you, the difference between the two. Okay, it's right here. Okay, the Nocta Macro Simplex Plus, the stock coil that it came with was this size right here. And it's good for covering a lot of area. But this one right here, the smaller, the SP24, look at the difference between the size. This one tends to be really nice, and then I can kind of detect things in a more trashier area. So when I get a lot of pull tabs and I get a lot of other targets, I'm able to distinguish between different targets. Plus, I'm able to get up close and personal to the playground structure, the sidewalks, metal poles. That little 9-inch elliptical coil has been very helpful. All right, we got some folks joining. Emily White. Howdy, howdy. Emily, how's it going? Just going to go over some 2026 year-to-date finds. We got some storms rolling in. Normally, I'd be out there going, doing a little metal detecting, night coin hunting, metal detecting. But unfortunately, we got some rains coming in. Like my room. Oh, yeah, this is my home office slash, I keep a lot of my gear here. I got a lot of fishing equipment. That's one of my other hobbies, as well as metal detecting. And over in the corner over here, you might see some more poles, but then right in there, you can see some ukuleles. So yours truly loves to do the ukulele, or at least play the ukulele, like 3-4 chords. That's all you need. Okay. So to recap, year to date, got a bunch of coins. Okay. These are mainly pennies here. Of the pennies, though, I've gotten at least a roll of quarters so far. And this is all starting January 1, 2026. I started up, let's see, I got a roll of dimes, okay? And then I started up another roll for dimes here, so that's been going pretty good. And then I got some nickels right here. All right, and the cool thing about nickels, they usually come on the Knock the Macro Simplex Plus, usually come in at the 35, 30, 35, 40 range. And the thing about the nickel is it could be a pull tab, it could be a nickel, or it could be a ring. All right, so bottom line, when you get a 30, 35 hit, 40, you got to dig it up, okay? All right, hello from Cambodia. Howdy, howdy, how's it going? Play guitar. I kind of play guitar, but then I like the 4 chords of the ukulele. Much simpler. I did cash in some of my finds, or in this case, coins, and went ahead and I'm over here in Texas. They've got this little scratcher lottery game, and I win, grabbed $20 of scratchers, and guess what? Ended up making about $111 off it. So I think I'm getting a little bit closer to the break-even quest where I can pay off this metal detector using the clad coins that I find, but I will count those lottery finds as toward paying this thing off. I ended up getting this thing. Initially, I paid $259, okay, with the stock D-coil, double elliptical, and then I ended up paying another $104 for the SP24 coil. This is the stock coil that it came with, and I saw another YouTuber indicate the smaller coil was a lot better for those trashier areas and getting up close to the poles and whatnot and sidewalks. And I have to admit, it does help. One particular call out this year, I was at a park, a little playground, and I hit this one coin spill where previously I didn't find it, and I ended up getting about 20 pennies. All right. Okay. All right. Okay. So let's see. I'll go over some of the other things to call out. I got one of these gift from God. I hear Swiss Army knives. Okay, that's one of the finds that I've had so far. All right, and it's fairly new. I mean, it's a Victorinox, the classic Swiss Army knife. So that was cool. I've gotten a bunch of other trinkets and whatnot, but let's just go to some coins. I've gotten one Wheatie so far, one little wheat penny, and then let's see, one Susan B. Anthony dollar. That was pretty cool. That came in, believe in the close. It sounded like a quarter, I believe, like low 90s. Okay, and then I got a little Chuck E. Cheese token. You know, so that's worth about a quarter if you go to the Chuck E. Cheese place and maybe play a game or two. You know. All right. Okay. Other call outs. Let's see. This was interesting. A little gold doubloon or pirate doubloon. It's fake, but found it. Okay. Got a Canadian penny. Okay, right there. That was pretty cool. Got a 50 cent, or no, not 50 cent. But yeah, 50 cent. 50 cent euro. All right. And that was just working these little tot lots and whatnot that I go to. And then this one threw me. I just got this in the last couple of days. It's a 25 peso from the Dominican Republic. I don't know how this one ended up in a little tot lot playground area, but hey, good stuff. All right. Okay. Like my shirt. Thanks. It's one of my fishing style shirts, Columbia. I do have a little queso stain there because I did have some queso and chips tonight. You know, it's one of those nights. All right. Let's see. I think I need to have a little bit of something while we're here because anyway, I don't know how long this stream will go, but I figured we might as well do a little engagement. And so since I'm here, why don't we just have a little 2-gram carbohydrate seltzer, and I can talk on some more. So please join me tonight as we go over Year-to-date finds for 2026. Okay. Little seltzer right there. White Claw. 8%, of course. All right, so gone over some coins I found. That little luck in the luck of the draw when I used some of my finds to do a scratcher and end up winning about $100 off that. Got several. Let's see this one to call out. Okay, you tend to find a few keys. This is a guitar key right here, and then looks like a house key. All right, and then looks like another, like maybe an office key or house key. All right, and then an Allen wrench right here. I just put it with the keys because it fits in that little pocket deal. I've been finding a lot of these hair berets too. These come in at a low number that kind of throw me. Usually about the 20 range. So yeah, you kind of got to look and dig on those. Let's see some other key takeaways. Most recently, I started digging up those low numbers. Okay, before I would get a 4 or 5 on the machine, and that typically meant it was some kind of metal or magnetic iron, rusty nail, paper clips, rivets, like that. And lo and behold, I looked into these two necklaces right here. Okay, they were low numbers, like 4 or 5, had that crackly sound and everything. Let me see if I can give you a better view of it here. Okay. Well, here, let's do this. Let's do that. Okay, right here. So there it is right there. Okay. That was a low number. It threw me 4, 5. I was thinking it was iron, and it was 2 of them, and they were stuck together. Okay, and I looked at them. I think you can get these at like Walmart for I think $20 or $10 or something. But there were 2. They were stuck together. It took me a little bit to get them undone. Kind of hesitant in putting them back together in the little baggy thing here because it may get tangled up again. Okay, let's see. Here's a whole bunch of stuff that I've been finding. Okay, charms, little rings. That's another hair beret thing. I found a watch right here. It doesn't work, but it was still pretty cool to find. Let's see. I wonder if I can get you some better light. Let's see. Let me turn on something here. Okay, maybe that'll help. Okay. Yeah, I think that might help a little bit. Yeah, so there's a whole handful of different, let's see, right here. A little mood ring. What's my mood today? All right. I found many of those over the years, but for 2026, I've got a couple. Oh, this is the first jewelry, costume jewelry I found in 2026. Right here, little, looks like I got emeralds and all that, but it's not really, it's not real. All right. Here's another ring there. Okay. Costume jewelry, but hey, I still pick them up. I still add them to the pile. And in fact, at the end of the year, I'll switch them over to another collection where I have a bunch of compartments that I'll categorize them and put them in different spots. And then, hey, who knows? Maybe there might be a little garage sale, rummage sale, and I might get a table and just lay these out and just take whatever offer anybody wants for them, because I don't really know if it's worth anything. But it certainly is a fun, bear with me, it certainly is a fun hobby to find a few things. Like, look at this one. Here's an earring, all right, with this big fake jewelry dealie here with a bow tie on it. And one thing that I've noticed with earrings is you never, excuse me, you never find 2 earrings. You only find 1 earring at a time. You know, there are no match pairs. It's always just 1 earring because I guess it's more common to lose 1 earring versus both earrings, which makes sense. All right. So let me See if I can get that back. Well, let's grab it. Oh, these are the keys. All right, let me see if I can get this back in there. Okay. All right. Let's see. Here's some more of that costume jewelry stuff here with a mix of some pendants. This was cool. I found this one over here at a local park. Adam's Family little brooch looking thing. That was pretty cool. I looked on online. It's not worth much, but this was pretty cool. A little Hello Kitty charm bracelet right there. See it? All right. And that one came at a pretty good, I think it was like in the 40s, maybe 50s. All right. So higher tone. So you definitely want to check it out and make sure, what could it be? This one, I recall this one because it was not very long ago. This one was one of those low number ones again. Okay, it's a little charm bracelet that screws together right here, like so. And it came in at the low numbers. This normally I would have skipped it and I would have thought it was a rusty nail, but it turned out to be this thing, a little charm bracelet. Okay, so something I've learned about the machine, the Nocta Macro Simplex Plus, is bottom line. If you get a target, you might as well check it out and dig it, especially these low numbers, because lo and behold, it may actually be a charm bracelet or something. All right, and then this one right here, another earring, real pretty one. Okay, that one came in at 19. All right, let's see if I can get you a better view of it. Can you see it? There we go. That one came in at 19. All right, and that is now the reason why I've been digging up the 19 and 20s. Yeah, I find a lot of that can slaw aluminum stuff, and it is a bummer. But then it's all good when you find one of these things. Okay. And I don't know how much that one is worth, but it certainly was one to find, one to keep. Okay, let's see. A little bouncy ball deal. That one was just a surface find. Another little bouncy or kind of ball-looking thing with some kind of, I don't know what it is, some kind of rhinestones or something. This one, both of these did not pick up any on the metal detector. But I went ahead and grabbed it because, well, you might as well. You never know what it could be. All right. Right there. Okay. All right. What else was here? Okay. Okay. And again, these two necklaces I found at the 4-5 number on the target ID are certainly ones to keep an eye on. And one of the main reasons why I started digging those up. Okay, let's see. All right, here's another set of some costume jewelry things. Okay, charms and let's see. Yeah, little charms, another Hello Kitty style deal here. Okay, right there. Okay, Hello Kitty. All right. Little. I don't know what this came to. Maybe it looked like the back of it broke off. Some kind of pin looking thing. Another earring. It was a piece of an earring, but it came in at a good tone. This was pretty cool. This is a little charm that has a dolphin and the earth around it. Okay. See that? That's pretty cool. Yeah. All right. So there's a lot of stuff you can find. The biggest thing is don't get frustrated while you're out there because you're going to find a lot of trash. You're going to find a lot of that can slaw. You're going to find a lot of these pull tabs, okay? But I take the mindset of I put some knee pads on and I just do a deep knee bend to get down there and pick it up. And I get a little exercise while I'm out there, all right? Okay, I did find some cool aviator-looking beat-up sunglasses, all right? All right, a watch right here that doesn't work. It rained, so I think the water got to it and killed it. Here's some Hot Wheel cars, and then I think this is some of that what paraphernalia. Found this one up at a park. So, hey, that happens. Let's see. And then this was interesting. Okay, right here, $5 chip from Las Vegas, and it actually registered a target. I mean, I got a hit on it, so there must be some kind of metal or something in these things, enough that I was able to pick it up with the metal detector. All right, and I guess if I were to go to Vegas, I got myself $5 right on the fly. I maybe trying to roll the dice or something, you know, who knows? All right, let's see. Some other finds that were in that mix. I think this bag right here was just one particular location where, where was it? I think it was one up at school up in Oklahoma, schoolyard playground area. And what threw me about this one was, I guess it hadn't been hunted in a while, and I was finding all kinds of stuff. Like, look at this little Skechers heart there. You see that one? Skechers heart. It says Sketcher on it. Sketcher. All right. Anyways, it's a heart that says Skechers on it. All right. And then, let's see. Here's another heart. I just dropped one. Oh, there it is. Found a bunch of these little charms. Okay. Here's a candy cane right here. Little candy cane daily. Okay. Some more charms, a ring, 2 rings, in fact. Not real. Not real. A costume jewelry ring with a bunny on it. All right. You know, and then there's another one. This one's got stars on it. Okay. Pretty cool. All right. But yeah, that kind of, you know, it's a hobby. You just get out there, dig a little bit, and kind of get a few deep knee bends, learn your machine, and it just becomes a fun effort. Keychain, okay. Little piece of some kind of gold looking jewelry. I think it's plated. It's not real. Okay. And then there are those times where you actually find something that may be of value. Okay. So one of them being, well, I'm not sure if this one is, but I kept it because I thought it looked really cool. This little flying diamond looking whatever thing. I thought that looked cool. It looked really cool. All right. So I just said, I'll just keep that one. This one, it's a earring again, a single earring. You never find the 2 earrings. You always just find one. Okay. But what's interesting about this one is it's heavy, very heavy. Okay. Not like your lighter fake costume jewelry one. All right. And I kind of looked it up. These things will run maybe $100 or so. All right. So, hey, I put that into this bag because it's the bag that I keep stuff that I think is worth something. Okay. And then, let's see, working my way up to, I guess what I think is, let's see. Well, I think that the top 3 I've had so far, I'll call those out. The other ones are pretty much of a mix. Okay, so here's a broken piece of some kind of gold jewelry. All right, and it registered a gold tone, 47. Okay, but I haven't verified it. It looks more like an earring that snapped off. Still real pretty. Okay, real pretty. Got some good, cool designs on it. A man's platinum wedding ring is, I think, what they call it right there. That was pretty cool. Found that Super Bowl Sunday morning. Little best friend pendant charm thing right here. All right. This one, it's not silver, but I put it in the I like it pile because it has that James Avery style silver ring look right there. You guys can see that right there. Let's see if I get. Let's get this other light here. Let me grab the light that I use when I metal detect at night. the Fox Ellie headlamp light. Okay, here we go. All right, let's see if I can get a better view for you. Let's see. I'll shoot it up a little bit, maybe. Let's see. Maybe better just to do this. Oh, man, that's tough. Here, let's do this. Let's just do this. Let's see. All right, there. Okay, you guys see that? It's a pretty cool looking ring. Okay. So I put that in the I like it pile, and I'm not sure exactly if it's worth anything, but I think it is a nice thing to find. And then I found this little pendant. Okay, right here. Real pretty. All right, didn't have any markings on it, but I put it in this pile just because I think it looks really cool. Now this one is actually had some markings on it. Sterling silver with a white kind of stone. Okay, right here. And I call that my number 3 best find for 2026. Okay. Found that on a coin hunt, night coin hunt. All right. See it? Real pretty. Very pretty. Get you up close. Maybe I can get it to focus. There we go. Look at that thing. Pretty cool. All right. All right. Number 2 in 2026. I just found this one this past weekend. It's a Tiffany silver ring. Okay. It's got the markings. I verified it and everything. Did a little search and all that. And this one will run you. It says $450 to $575 new if you want to buy it. If you want to use is like $150 to $450, and then typically eBay $250. All right, and this one I'm not gonna hawk or anything. I think I'm gonna just give it away to one of my kids. All right. Anyways, the best find so far, still haven't knocked it out from the running list, is this gold pendant with diamonds and a amethyst stone in the middle, and it's heart-shaped. Okay, this one rang in at the 47, 48 mark, so it's high gold potential. It's the same target ID that I would get with my ring. That would be my 2026 best find to date. All right, for 2026. Okay, so that is why I continue to take up the hobby, because one, I want to see what the break-even quest will get me, how long it's going to take me to pay this baby off at $259. I found about maybe $50 in clad coins. Okay, and let's see. Big call out there is it is a battery, rechargeable battery. And what I've been doing is I've been keeping a running tracker in a spreadsheet to see how many times I can recharge it before I have to turn it in and get a new battery for it from the factory. So far, I've got 115, 120 hours on it, and it's running strong. I charge it up to the 5-bar max, and I draw it down to the 2-bar. Actually, it's mainly 2-bar. Get about 6 to 8 hours of solid search time on it before I have to charge it up again. And I've been extremely happy with it. On my old machine, I had to get a bunch of 9-volt batteries, and the worst time about that is when the when the battery's starting to go out on you. It's while you're out in the field and you don't realize that you're missing some targets because your battery is running low. All right. I think that's everything this round. All right. I just wanted to give an update. We've got a little rain delay, so I'm not out there this evening in my normal evening coin hunt. I'm taking advantage of this little Fox Ellie headlamp light. That's LED rechargeable. This is the one that I put at my waist. Using a tool belt that I've repurposed as a metal detecting tool belt. And so far, I've been extremely happy with it. I did add to my accessories. What is it? Let me think. I added, what did I add? Some more knee pads. I finally replaced the knee pads that I've been using over the years. You definitely want knee pads because when you do your deep knee bends to go pick up and search for your material, you're going to be on one knee and you will definitely beat yourself up if you don't. And then the other thing is I got one of those brass pinpointers right here. Right here. Got one of these brass pinpointers to help me search and not scratch a coin that may be buried in the grass. I still have that Garrett Pro pointer right here. That's the big game changer, being able to locate stuff. There is the knee pads that I used, and this is just a leather belt that I'm using to just put around my waist. Let me show you real quick what I do. I'll just throw it around my waist here. Okay, and then I'll show you how I use the light so that I can metal detect at night. Okay, so I'll just move the belt here. I'll take the light, put it on its holder, and you can adjust it up and down. And when you see me doing my night hunts, this is what I'm doing right here. Got my hands free, and I'm able to keep the light on in place so you can detect hands free at night and not take away from the user or viewer experience because I'm showing you stuff in the dark. All right. And all this is an electrician tool belt that I just repurposed to fits the Pro pointer. It's got a little slot here for the pin pointer, the brass pin pointer. I got a little extra light here. And then I use this pocket here for the trash. And this main pocket is where I keep these little, where is it? Where I keep these EpiPen repurposed holders, and they fit perfect for coins, and I can move stuff around and just drop them right in there, keep everything separated. And then of course it gets kind of beat up or it's kind of dirty, but it's the trowel that I use. I don't use one of those serrated blade looking things because I don't want to look like I'm in a park at night carrying a knife or anything. Instead, I'm just harmlessly doing some gardening with my garden trowel. All right. All right. So hopefully this was helpful. Do check back. I do plan on getting out there again as soon as we get a break in the weather. We've got some rainstorms and potential hail, tornado warnings, et cetera, et cetera. It's that time of year. But bottom line, when there is a break in that weather, yours truly will be certainly out there searching for a coin or two and maybe trying to break that 2026 number one place for that gold pendant and amethyst ring or amethyst stone that's set into that gold pendant. All right. So appreciate it. Thanks for joining tonight. And hey, stay tuned. All right. Take care and happy hunting.